Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yep.
Oh, great. The show's inside now. Wow. Wow. Well, I'm sitting here. Good timing, but we're actually going to start because it doesn't sound that bad.
It's not that bad. It's not
We'll get by it. It's not the stunt show outside, but I am here with a BMW Custom. Oh, my God. With none other than Kates of Moto Bricks.
That's right, yeah.
I actually didn't know Moto Bricks. Are you like a Lego guy?
Wait.
No?
Yeah, it could be. No, yeah, it actually came from like a nickname when I was younger. So a friend of mine called me Bricks, and
It stuck.
I kind of, just stuck.
Well, so we just jumped into it. I already know him, so we've already had the formalities. We're past it, guys. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to our friends at home who don't know you, and tell us who you are, where we are, and what we're doing.
So my name is Kates. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and I guess I'm a custom bike builder. I've been doing it for about 10 years. Yeah, what else?
And he's been invited to the first MotoCraft show here at Base 31, Hangar 6, because of this fine beauty. He is out of Toronto, where he's building dope-ass bikes, and this is BMW's R100 RT Custom.
Yeah. So
tell me about the choice here. I noticed you used a mirror. That's for self-reflection,
what's the mirror for? I can tell you a little bit about that.
Tell me a bit. Tell me about your build.
Yeah, so this is sort of done in a custom style that's a lot like, it's sort of like a European style that some custom builders in, I think, Germany and Spain probably started. And so I had a guy come to me. He saw what I built, about 3 or 4 custom BMWs at this point.
Yeah.
I kind of got into BMWs not based on my own choice. Like I had a couple friends who liked them. I actually never liked them. I sort of started riding sport bikes, and that's what got me into.
Used to. Now he loves them.
I appreciate them a lot more than I used to. Let's just put it that way. There's a lot of cool stuff about them, but. I got into these. A friend of mine who was a creative director, he really wanted, he was really into these kinds of bikes. He saw what I was doing, and he really wanted to sort of experiment with me building something cool.
Like a creative team.
So
he says, I'm good at this, you're good at this, let's see what we got.
Exactly, yeah. So he actually found someone. He was riding his bike. So he had a /5. It was a R75/5, like a 1971, I believe it was. And he would ride around Toronto, and he would just meet. He was a pretty social guy, and he would meet people and talk about it. And everyone loved his bike. His bike was stock, but it's a vintage bike. It's cool. It's still the BMW thing.
It's a head turner.
Yeah, for sure. And so he would stop places. People would always talk to him. I think one guy talked to him at one point and said that he wanted. I don't know how they got into it. I wasn't there at the time when this happened, but. Basically, my friend Emra is his name. Emra convinced this guy Savan to commission me and Emra to build him a bike, essentially.
Yeah.
So that was how the first BMW I built sort of came about. And in that case, we're always kind of limited to what the client wants. Like a lot of my bikes, when I started building bikes, I was just funding everything myself. So I would build whatever I wanted to build, and I like that sort of mentality because I get to do whatever I want, and I was also learning how to do things because like I didn't grow up.
Well, and to interject, this is a high-end build. This is finely machined and finely tuned. It's not just pieced and parted from the internet. Like you are a fabricator, you are a metal worker.
Yeah. So I've been really honing my craft as a welder for the last 10 years, and I always had my sights on sort of doing everything by hand and as much as possible.
Right.
So once we built that first 75/5, I started going to shows in the U.S. I went to Handbuilt and the One Moto show, and I got more people asking me to build these. So that's sort of how this happened. And then I had someone ask me to build this.
So this is the latest iteration. How much Moto Bricks am I seeing in it, or is it just like what we did what the client wanted, and I love it and I did a good job, but it's not me?
I would say it's very much like, because it's driven by the client a lot, it's not pushing the boundaries as much as I would like. Like it is in the style very much of stuff that's out there already.
Right.
But what I I would say everything, like, this is a Motobricks bike through and through, just because I built everything from hand, from scratch, by hand. There isn't much that I didn't do other than the paint work on the tank, the powder coating, and the upholstery on the seat. But everything else has gone through. I always find, like, I even look at this bike now and I feel like it looks like I didn't do anything on it.
Because it's so good. Well, that's a sign of a good builder, though, is that it looks, OEM.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything that actually stands out to you? You're like, I wonder if I can just work on that just a little bit more. Or you're like,
oh, where I would want to improve it?
Yeah. Well, don't say it like.
Don't say it like that.
Maybe the client won't watch this.
No. Honestly, I'm really happy with how this turned out, and I spent, like, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so once
that's very German.
It suits this bike well. Once I start, like, I spent too many hours on every little detail, so even down to just, like, I always try to make the welds really nice, and even down to that. So making tabs for things, usually that's all by hand. I don't even CNC a lot, really, unless I have the budget for it. But yeah, so there's a lot of parts also that just went into restoring this bike. So there was basically everything. The internal parts of the engine, there isn't much that hasn't been touched. Like the top end was rebuilt, the crankshaft was left alone, but almost everything else was. Yeah. It gets expensive once you start going through everything like that.
Well, and I'm looking at this bike with the amount of hours and time materials put into it. What is a price point on something like this?
I mean, I guess I can just say it.
Claim your worth. Yeah.
It's just, I think I would want to charge, if I'm honest, I want to charge something like $50,000.
Yeah, no, I think that's...
I don't think that's obviously not realistic. That's not
why.
Or it's up until this point, it hasn't been that realistic, I would say.
Yeah.
It's just hard. It's hard to justify that.
Finding the right client, finding the
It's hard to justify it when the bikes that are out there new to buy are not that expensive, right? So
true.
I'm not saying it's not worth it.
Yeah. Well, if that consumer is looking for a new bike, they'll go buy a new bike. But you're not building bikes for new buyers.
Yeah.
This is a part of a collection. This is like somebody with some taste that owns that new bike or has had several sought you out because I like that fucking craftsmanship.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think it's
you can
worth.
Put ladies on the back or dudes.
It's a 1.5.
2025.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So.
No, I think it's great, clean. I love the color.
It's got dirt tires on it, of course.
Obviously, because Toronto's known for their sprawling dirt fields.
Yeah.
Well, so Toronto's home for you.
That's right.
What's it like being a moto builder in such a large city? 15 million GTA.
It's cool. I met so many people through the community there. Mm-hmm. And we've had despite it being a cold place, like a lot of people say, oh, you guys ride a lot in Toronto? Well, it's like, actually, we do. I mean, the season's shortish.
Yeah.
It's not that dissimilar to New York or, the northern states. So, I think we've got a good little community there. And there's a lot of people, because it's such a big city, there's just like, I've got people that help me on all the parts of the bike that I can't do myself. Right. As much as I try to do everything, there's a point where, like machining, CNC, sometimes it's best to talk to someone about that, and there's a lot of people.
So you get your ice pick.
Yeah.
You hack out of the house you live in for that, winter season. Get over to the other buddy's igloo.
Yeah, you laugh. I've had a lot of people, especially from LA, tell me,
well, to my discredit,
you guys live in igloos, right?
Yeah. The Inuit people over here. No, to my discredit, being from Florida, I just imagine everything like you're north of the wall, Game of Thrones style, where it's like, winter is coming.
That'd be pretty cool.
Winter's coming all the time.
That. Yeah, if we were that hard.
Well, and so is there such a thing as, and it would probably be a little ostentatious as such, that there's like guys that are like, I'm going to do a winter build. Like, the riding season's done for whatever. Yeah. And they're like, by next season, I'm going to be ready with a new... I think that's
sort of like, because of the seasons, it sort of pushes everyone actually into that mentality already. Yeah, so I find like the guys that I know in Toronto that are building as well, we're all like, we basically, you want to be building in the winter, and then you want your bike to be ready in spring. Yeah. And that's sort of, like, it gives you a timeline.
For chopper guys? Because I think half the fun they have is sitting on the side of the road tinkering. So if they spend all summer, winter, fixing things, then they'll
Yeah,
have
that's
nothing to do.
the problem. That's why you
Guys.
never get to ride,
Yeah.
because you're building in the winter and then you're fixing everything in the summer as it breaks down.
With what you do for your builds, what's your choice ride? What's your daily rider?
So actually, it's funny. Yeah, I was a sport bike guy. I'm still kind of a sport bike guy when it comes down to what I want to ride. So
I look at Brian and I say he's a go fast guy.
You can tell, right?
Yeah, he's racing for pinks. Turn around, pizza boy.
Yeah. I'm kind of into cars too. That's why we were talking before about Fast and Furious. But
Skyline.
What
is it, GTR?
R33. It's not the GTR.
Okay.
Why
not?
Cheaper, because it's cheaper.
Okay.
GTRs are expensive.
No, I was looking at a GTR, but
no, yeah, you saw the same thing.
Yeah, I was like,
What were you saying again?
Your bike of choice, what you ride.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I have a CBR900 Fireblade that it's a 1999. That thing's been like my go-to bike. It's just like, it's always run. I've never had too many crazy issues. Yeah. I actually sold it before building this bike when I built my metal shop, and I was getting rid of a few things, and I thought I actually tried to ride as a daily one of these, like a different bike, not this one, and I just I missed the CBR right away. I wanted to go back to that.
Yeah.
So I actually found the guy who I sold it to, and he was selling it back. I just randomly looked on Kijiji one day, and it turns out it was there. So I actually called him, and what's that?
You make money or lose money?
I lost money on it.
If I could have my original bike, I would love to have it.
I spent like $400 more.
Okay.
And he put a lot of stickers on it, which was
cool. It makes it go faster.
Not great. I spent like a couple weeks trying to peel stickers off the bike, and figure out if anything else was wrong with it. But for the most part, I love that bike. So.
And then for my lack of knowledge on the subject, Toronto.
Yeah.
It's a safe city. Like if I got a garage keep my bike because I feel like I talked to Simon and he had like an F-250. He's like had 2 stolen. And I'll see the air tag and it's on a shipping container.
Yeah, we had problems with, especially I think it's the newer stuff. So like, luckily I don't have a lot of newer vehicles.
Right.
But if we did have some theft issues, I think it's kind of been common like worldwide, but
big cities,
I don't know in the U.S.
normal,
too, right?
No.
No, it doesn't happen at all.
I don't think we have any crime.
No, you don't have crime. No. Toronto's pretty safe. Honestly, like Canada's pretty nice in terms of.
And my brief time going through Toronto informed me I would like to come back to Toronto with some time available. We're going to go from here, Base 31, Hangar 6, Annual 1, MotoCraft, whatever. But we're going to go back from here to Toronto for dinner tonight, and I suspect you'll be joining us for dinner if you don't have plans. But that'll be my limited experience, and I think I'm pushing for the West End, guys. I hear the East End.
East End's good too.
It's quiet, but it's it's a little more family oriented.
A little bit.
Not convinced, but the West End is the place to be.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So,
if you're gonna see Toronto for one night, you should at least see the West End.
All right, I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah.
Well, I could binge your all day, Brian, but I'm gonna let you. You guys gotta pack it up. What do you gotta do?
Yeah, I think we've got.
You gonna ride it home?
I would love to, but I don't think I should.
Well, I will let you get back to it
so.
and finish your delicious local beer, and I guess I'll see you for dinner.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, cheers, brother.
Yeah.
He's like, are we doing this? Is this what we're doing?
What are we doing? All right.
Hey, shalom.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
That was it.